By the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, I declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. Distinguished guests, graduates and friends of the university, it's my absolute privilege and pleasure to welcome you to the 14th of the Open University's degree ceremonies being held in 2015. We're also delighted to welcome Councillor Keith McLean and Mrs. Victoria McLean, Mayor and Mayoress of Milton Keynes, who found time in their busy diaries to be with us today. And I have to tell you that our Mayor is sporting a very smart Milton Keynes tie. I think you should check it out later. It's also a real pleasure for me to welcome Sue Black, our honorary graduate. Sue and I are old friends, but I'll let other people tell you how amazing she is when she gets her degree later in the ceremony. Every year, we at the Open University award over 14,000 degrees, and over 2015, about 8,000 of you are going to be presented with your qualifications. These ceremonies are held in 10 different places all over the country, and I think you'll agree that illustrates the scale and the reach of this incredible institution. Of course, it's an incredibly important day for you and your families, but it shouldn't be a solemn day. It should be one of fun and one of celebration. So I'm going to stop the proceedings if the noise isn't loud enough, because I want you to clap and cheer and whoop. When you see somebody on this stage that you know, let's make sure that you really raise the roof of them. So I think we should have a practice. Could all of the graduates please stand, and let's give them a huge round of applause. Stand up, please. Not bad. Not bad, but I think you can do louder, okay? So we'll have to make sure that it's even louder during the ceremony. So just tell you a bit about what's going to happen. First of all, we'll present the degrees to the people that have got a higher degree and have been able to attend, and they'll be presented by Steve Clark, the Assistant Director for Business Performance Improvement. I need some of that. And then we're going to see Sue get her honorary degree and sign the honorary graduate's book. And then we're going to continue the presentation of the graduates, and then I'll finish the ceremony afterwards with some short words. So now I call upon Mr. Clark to present the higher degree graduates.
Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend today. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I present for a thesis entitled Information Seeking from Web-Based Resources, Sense-Making Strategies and Implications for Interaction Design, Dr. Anne Abraham.
Very scary being the first person.
For a thesis entitled Intelligent Side Information Generation in Distributed Video Coding, I present Dr. Mohoboliji Akinola. For a thesis entitled Water in the Moon, a Geochemical Approach, I present Jessica Barnes. And for a thesis entitled C3D, an Imagining Radiation Damage Experiment for U-Cube 1, Dr. Richard Harris. For a thesis entitled Igneous Activity in the Early Solar System, Dr. Catherine McDermott. For a thesis entitled Gender Relations and the Implementation and Use of Child Nutrition Interventions within Households in Rural Kenya, I present Dr. Kelly Wanjumia. And for a thesis entitled Prison-Based Transformation Learning and its Role in Life After Prison, I present Dr. Anne Pike. For a thesis entitled Developing a Business Innovation Perspective of Electrical Vehicle Uptake, Lessons from Milton Keynes' Electric Vehicle Programme, I present Dr. Alan Valdez. And for a degree of Doctor in Education, I present to you for a thesis entitled How is Teacher-Student Interaction Most Effectively Structured in CLIL Science Classrooms, Dr. Fraser Cairns. I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Classical Studies, Richard Tanner. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education, I present Sarah Jane Green. Tamsin Williams. For the degree of Master of Arts in English, I present Jacqueline Crowther. Vivian King. For the degree of Master of Arts in History, I present Adam Bishop. For the degree of Master of Arts in Online and Distance Education, I present Sharon Emmett. For the degree of Master of Business Administration with distinction, I present Claire Egan. Fiona McCurley. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Annalisa Goggs. Ian Matthews. Dawn Turpin. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Technology Management, I present Fred Dolmond. For the degree of Master of Education, I present Steve Dutch. Abigail Farndon. Elizabeth Sear. Joanne Stokes. Duncan Tucker. For the degree of Master of Science in Advancing Healthcare Practice, I present Grace Constantine. For the degree of Master of Science in Development Management, I present Bula Musu. For the degree of Master of Science in Science, I present Helen Stewart. And for the degree of Master of Science in Software Development, I present Matthew Bailey.
Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates and guests. Dr. Sue Black is one of those exceptional individuals whose professional interest is also their greatest passion. As an adolescent and young woman, she dealt with the loss of her mother, an abusive family situation and domestic violence. She'd always loved mathematics, and in her mid-20s, in financial dire straits and bringing up 3 young children alone, she went back to college to study mathematics. She was hooked. Sue read computer science at London South Bank University and gained a doctorate in software engineering while juggling study with the demands of raising a family like many here today. In 1998, Sue became a lecturer at South Bank. Embarking on her academic career, she realized something was missing in her field: other women. Computer science was and is a male-dominated field. Sue saw a huge missed opportunity. Convinced of the value of supportive networks and inspiring role models, in 2001, with the help of the British Computer Society, she founded BCSWomen, the first online network for women in technology in the UK, now offering services and support to over 1,300 members. In 2008, Sue attended an event at Bletchley Park. The stories of code breakers, particularly the more than 5,000 women who had worked at Station X, captured her imagination. She was astounded that Bletchley Park, a site of international historical significance, was in serious decline and threatened with closure. Armed with social media, she set to work with characteristic passion and determination. She mobilized networks of friends, academic colleagues, press contacts, and caught the attention of public figures and knocked on doors of companies such as Google, unlocking support and a stream of donations. In 2011, the future of the site was secure, and the campaign shifted to how to build Bletchley Park for the future. This year, Sue and co-author Stephen Colgan will publish a book about the campaign. These amazing achievements are just two examples of Sue's inspiring and highly successful activism. She is passionate about computing and IT and its potential to change lives. She works tirelessly for digital inclusion and has a particular fondness for mums. For example, in 2011, she founded the GoTo Foundation, a non-profit organisation aiming to make computing accessible to all and creating a workforce that understands technology. She's founder of Tech Mums, an organisation offering free hands-on workshops and online support to mums to give them the confidence, skills and inspiration they need to take part in the digital revolution. The project started in some of London's most deprived communities, teaching social media, online security, web design, programming and other basic digital skills to mums. Now running in Dublin too, it is the aim to make Tech Mums global. Suze is a voice taken very seriously. She has addressed the United Nations in Geneva and New York, has served on the UNESCO Information Society UK Working Group and the BCS Council. She writes a technology column for The Guardian. She is the Daily Mirror's technology agony aunt. Sue is an expert advisor on the Foreign Secretary's Advisory Group on Freedom of Expression and a mentor in Google's Campus for Mums, a unique program designed to empower and advance new parent entrepreneurs. Sue is Senior Research Associate at University College London and a sought-after speaker and consultant. She is among The Guardian's top 10 women in tech, won the FDM Every Woman Inspiration of the Year Award, and is in the top 50 women in technology in Europe. The Open University shares Dr. Sue Black's profound belief in the transformative power of technology and education and the drive towards access and inclusion. We are delighted to add to her numerous awards and accolades. Chancellor and Pro Vice-Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you for the Honorary Degree of Master of the University, Dr. Sue Black.
Thank you so much, everybody at the Open University. If you're wondering what I was doing there, I had the pen upside down. so I signed it with the wrong end and thought, oh, it's not working, but actually it's upside down. Crazy. Thank you so much, everybody. I mean, I'm completely in awe and overexcited, probably, at being here. And this fabulous. Just thank you so much, everybody, for such an amazing honour. As you've heard, I've had an interesting life, having left home and school at 16, getting married at 20, having 3 kids by 23, and then only really going into education. I started my degree when I was 27, while I was bringing up my children. So I didn't have a traditional start in life, shall we say. But I suppose, I don't know why exactly, but for some reason, I've got a massive kind of drive inside me that just makes me want to keep on doing whatever it is that's in front of me. And as I was sitting outside earlier on, I was trying to, just looking at Anne's lovely citation and thinking, how on earth did I manage to do all those things? Because when I was 16, I never would have imagined that I would have ended up with a degree. When I started my degree, I never would have imagined that I'd end up with a PhD. And kind of that's how it's gone through my life, really. I've just kind of gone for the next thing in front of me. And then by the time you get to my age, that adds up to being quite a few things. So if I've got any kind of message for anyone getting their degree now, I think the things that have really helped me have been a kind of burning desire to really make the world a better place. And so I think that technology is the future. That's why I studied computing. And I really feel like the more people that we can get to understand how important technology is in their lives, the better off we will be. And that's one of the reasons that I started Tech Mums. So we're going out into underprivileged schools in deprived areas. We started working in Tower Hamlets, where the average life expectancy for a woman is just 54, so that's 1 year older than me. And child poverty is 60%, which I think in this day and age, in a country like the UK, shouldn't really be happening. We're teaching tech mums to mums there who are market stall holders, come from all different sorts of backgrounds, with the aim that not only do we help the mums to empower themselves and feel more self-confident, but we give them skills to help their families through them being able to get a better job and improve the life chances for their children. And of course, I think mums are the most important people on the planet, being a mum of 4 myself, and I believe that if we help mums to achieve, then not only do we affect the mums, but we affect the whole family. And if we can affect the whole family, that means we can affect communities, and if we affect communities, we affect society. So I'm very passionate to getting out there and helping mums to kind of place their stake in the future, and through that help the whole of society to have a better life. If there's one message I really want to get over to you, it's if I can do it, so can you. I've had all sorts of barriers throughout my life that I could have stopped at, and of course I haven't always been positive. I have down days as well as up days, but basically I've just kept going through everything. So I think it's amazing that all of you have finished your degrees or your PhDs. You're graduating here today with me, which is wonderful. But just keep going, keep following your passion. And if you have down days, don't worry about it, because we all do. But if you keep going, you get up days, and you get to bring everyone along with you as well. I'd like to give a shout out to my family here who have supported me through thick and thin. They're one of the reasons that I've made it too, and I think families are so important, and friends, when you're trying to get a degree, when you're studying, you really need that support. So I'd really like to actually everyone to give a round of applause for the families here who have supported everyone today, because I think you've done a fantastic job. Right, that's all from me. Thank you so much for having me here today, and I look forward to talking to some of you outside after the ceremony. Thank you.
Chancellor, we now come to the part of today's ceremony that marks the presentation of graduates who have gained a first degree and have been able to attend today. The full subject and classification details are printed in the Directory of Graduates. I present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with First Class Honours, Anne Cox. Joseph Smith. Paul Smith. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, I present Elizabeth Erdaga. Chelsea Allenby. Ian Andrews. Claire Atkins. Joanne Barnes. Jane Bennett. Melinda Berkowitz. Ian Blackgrove. Marie Brown.
Lots of people say the best bit is finishing it.
Irene Cooper. Lawrence Cruz. Sam Curtis. Louise Dormer. Naomi Gibson. Roxanne Humayun Mirza. Christine Huggins. Julia Inman. Leanne Jenkins. Mina Kajornan. James Lynch. Oksana Makova. Claire O'Sullivan. Doe Oakley. Owifo Oshodin. Kaylee Phillips. Natalie Prestige. Joan Sanford. Julie Tatham. Leonie Usher. Rebecca Watanabe. Jackie Whitehead. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, I present Ruth Boyd. Wei Choi. Yvette Crossman. Maria Selvi Edwards. Mary Gira. Maria Nikolova. Madalena Santos Marquez Gallagher. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with First Class Honours, I present Brian Miller. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, I present Stacey Clipston. William Rhodes. Maxine Tobin. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with First Class Honours, I present Abigail Paisley. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with Honours, I present Martin Brown. Angela Gale. Jonathan Wallace. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with First Class Honours, I present Rachel Butson. Linda Carson. Sylvia Cunningham. Marianne Ellman. Colleen George. Jennifer Jones. Christine Nicholson. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, I present Hibaj Abdillah. Hibaj. Sadia Ahmad. James Bell Chambers. Kirsty Berryman. Victor Boima. Siobhan Brown. Rachel Buckley. Emma Catlin. William Chadwick. Catherine Chiphand. Louise Cooper Barnes. Elizabeth Corth Noel. Jane Courtney. Canes da Costa. June Eyre. Geraldine Farmer. Chris Fox. Philippa Goerlin. Laura Guy. Emma Harris. Anastasia Hillman. Julia Jackman. Imogen Jackson. Ahmed Kurai. Ghazana Khanum. Lucy Lopes-Grilly. Charlotte Lopez-Ellis. Richard Mallison. Verity Miles. Lorna Mitchell. Naomi Moreafor. Anastasia Mwangi. Prabhashni Naidu. Malgotasha Palchinsa. Elliot Paulson. Ian Purvis. Hayley Pycock. Collet Rees. Dorata Staniak. Eduardo Teixeira. Veronica Jackley. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours and the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Joseph Kahn. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, I present Thelma Cole. Daniel Frost. Jonathan Kitchener. Jill Lawrence Tilley. Sheila Rawlins. Shane Storbeck. For the validated degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, I present Roberta Deely. For a foundation degree, I present Rebecca Whitworth. For the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Andrew Ailtor. John Corlett. Leopold Slater. Julie Turner. And for the Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, I present Ben Aarons.
Well, fantastic. I absolutely love this job because you are all completely amazing, and if I had my way, I'd have at least 3 or 4 minutes with every single person on stage, but I'm not sure that will be very popular with everybody else. But you really should be basking in the glory of what you've achieved, so I hope that you all feel really proud of yourselves because all of you have done something incredible. An Open University degree is not a piece of cake. It's a very high-class qualification, and the people that I did have a chance to chat to on the stage were often doing it while having at least 2 or 3 children and having a job and running for president and renovating their houses and, I don't know, doing a whole load of other things as well. And it really is incredibly inspiring to meet all of you and to be able to say well done and thank you for choosing the Open University. You may not know this, but 500,000 people have earned their degrees and diplomas with us in the 42 years since our first degree ceremony in 1973. So every one of you probably knows that that is a big achievement to have created so many different opportunities for people in their lives. I like the way that a very famous Irish author, Sebastian Barry, put it last year when he was given his honorary doctorate, and he said that the Open University is a great, big, benign country of the imagination. And I think that's a really wonderful way of saying one of the things that the Open University stands for. So I think we should just have 1 minute more to say thank you to the people that supported you. I love to thank the families too, just as Sue did. She's quite right. I'm sure that many of you here would not have been able to achieve half of the things you've achieved without the support of the people around you. Whether it's wolf-whistling husbands up in the gallery or whooping families down here in the stalls. You've all been an incredible support. So I would like to thank you again, and I think everybody would like to give you another huge, big cheer and round of applause. Thank you. One of the reasons that I'm very proud to be Chancellor of this incredible institution is because the Open University stands for something that is so incredibly inclusive and so incredibly important in a time when inequality in this country is rising so quickly. I absolutely salute the central values of the Open University to encourage anybody, anywhere, to take education. And you guys are testament to that today. Don't underestimate what it means on your CVs to have an Open University degree. So many of you are already doing incredible jobs, whether it's social workers or nurses, whether you're computer engineers, or whether you're working in something completely different. But having that extra badge of honour that you've achieved will really stand you in good stead. And one of the things that the Open University has always worked hard on, but works hard on particularly now, is the links back into the corporate sector. And companies like Royal Mail, like Amazon, like IBM are all working here with the Open University because they love the Open University graduates. So you should feel very pleased and proud that you're much more likely to be able to get the kind of work and jobs you want and the kind of work and companies that you might want to work for because of what you've done over the last few years, or even months in a couple of very speedy workers' cases. I'm also incredibly proud to be part of this institution because it is always at the cutting edge of everything digital. I work in the digital sector, and I believe very strongly that we should make sure that we have incredible organisations based here in Europe and in the UK that are able to develop the digital world around us. And I'm sometimes concerned that we've got far too many West Coast American companies, big companies like Google or Facebook or Amazon, all brilliant services, but all created in a very small bit of the world over in California. So it's fantastic that FutureLearn, was started by the Open University and a group of other universities here in the UK. And if you haven't looked at some of the FutureLearn online courses, then you should do, because I think it's very important that we have these groupings that come together to help create the digital future of education, so that that's also not completely sewn up by some of the big West Coast companies. So the Open University keeps pushing forwards on the frontiers of every bit of the world, whether it's links into corporates that I mentioned or links into digital technology. And you're now part of that amazing family. An amazing family you should be incredibly pleased to be part of, because the Open University itself also wins awards and gets lots of incredible national recognition. So I'm just reading here that one of our recent things was an award for Open Science Laboratory, an online resource enabling students to undertake science fieldwork remotely. We also were shortlisted, the Open University Business School was shortlisted for the Times Higher Business School of the Year. And for the second year running, our MBA programme celebrated 25 years old. So not just you, but the organisation that has given you your degrees continually wins awards. But that's only possible because of the amazing energies that you all put into it. I wasn't very good at university. I was sent to one of the best universities in the country, and I basically just had parties and didn't do really enough work at all. And I look back now and I just think, how spoiled was I? I got handed this incredible opportunity on a plate, and I really didn't work hard enough. So it's especially humbling to hear all of your stories about working so hard in much more complicated surroundings and situations. So from everybody here at the Open University, we really want to say to you, don't give up that incredible spirit that you've shown in deciding to do an Open University degree. You heard Sue's incredible story. There is something remarkable in each of you because you've already chosen to take that first step and go on to more education. Be bold, dream big, think about that amazing badge of honour that you're holding in your hands today, and make sure that you stay connected with us here and tell us about the incredible journeys that you're going to go on. Because I've absolutely no doubt, having met some of you briefly and some of you for a bit more of a chat just now, that in this room there's a lot of talent, a lot of new businesses going to be created, a lot of new frontiers in health going to be cracked, a lot of computer engineering and science that's going to be pushed forward, even all the people at the beginning who were working in space and technology in space. So have big dreams, because you've shown that you are already a remarkable set of people, and you don't take anything for granted, and you've worked hard for it. So on behalf of the university and everyone in the room, I think we should give you another enormous round of applause, because you really are a special group of people. That's it. I want you to enjoy the rest of your afternoon, get lots of photos, whoop and cheer, have a couple of drinks, have a big cake, whatever you'd like to do. But be proud of yourselves and always take forward a relationship with the Open University. We want to hear about your successes, and we want to hear about all the amazing things that you do. So well done, congratulations. And now the formal proceedings of the ceremony have been completed. I declare this meeting of the congregation closed, and we should stand, please, for the recession.